Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. Hello and welcome to I Am the Change. My name is Michelle Simon, and I broke up with fear, shame, and guilt in 2019, and I am still breaking up with it, still practicing breaking up with it every single day, even though it is April 3rd, 2025. This is so deep. It's in my DNA, and I think it's been passed down from generation to generation, and I'm here to help break the cycle for me and for my family. And I just wanted to let you guys know I've been really not well the past couple of days. I had a rheumatoid arthritis flare-up in my left leg, which the last time I had this happen was in 2019. And it was so bad. My girlfriend was driving me to the doctor's the next day after I went to the hospital, and we got into a multi-level car accident. And I already had, I think last week I said I had 3 neck surgeries or 2, I don't know. I've had 4 of them total. I had to get the 4th one as a result of that accident, and I've had 2 back surgeries. So my body has not been in great shape for a long time, and I've been sharing with you guys a lot of times I feel like I'm lazy or that I need to do more, or something really bad has to happen to me first before I can listen to my body and honor it and not feel like I need to like suck it up and get through it. And in 2019, the beginning of November, I knew I was not meant to go back to work in the capacity that I used to work in. And I've been without a real job since 2019, the end of it. But I do work in other ways. And I've been telling you guys, I work for God, and I know that I do. Everybody does. They just don't know it yet. So anyway, you guys, I'm in my pajamas that I put on Tuesday night, and I only changed my pajama pants yesterday because I peed my pants because my leg was so swollen I could not bend it, and I couldn't make it to the bathroom. I just bought a cane from Amazon so I can walk, thank God. It has butterflies on it, by the way. I never thought I would need a cane to be able to walk, but right now I do. I also, you guys, I went into the store today in my pajamas, and I went to the doctor's office in my pajamas, and I went to the emergency ward the other night. I went on Tuesday night because I went to Sight and Sound to see Noah on Tuesday. And it was so good, but I knew my knee was starting to swell up, and I called the doctor, and they couldn't take me before I went to Sight and Sound. So I went anyway, and we had the tickets since Christmas. So I thought, we'll just go to Sight and Sound, and they made me an appointment for Thursday, and I thought that would be fine. And then Tuesday night, I got home, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I couldn't lay down in my bed. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't bend my leg. It was so heavy, and it hurt so bad. I could barely drive myself to the hospital, and it was in the middle of the night. So I didn't want to call anybody and bother anybody. So I drove myself. They put me in a wheelchair. They took out a lot of fluid out of my knee. They knew I was following up with a doctor today, but I did not get out of the emergency room until 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, which was yesterday. So my sleep is so off. I was in horrific pain, and I could no longer take Advil or steroids because of all of my GI issues. So anyway, I finally made it to the doctor today. However, you guys, I want to talk about canceling. I was talking last week about honoring your body, and for the longest time, I could not do that. And I hated to cancel. I hated to break promises. You could break yours to me, but I wasn't going to do that to you. And sometimes I have to do that. I have to cancel my plans or break my promises because I just can't. And I used to think I could always do this and be okay, and I'm not, and I need help. And so what did I cancel? On Saturday, last Saturday, I was going to an ACA event because I'm in 3 12-step programs, and ACA was having a workshop, and I was hurting so bad. My body was hurting so bad that I could not get out of bed. So the old me would be like, well, I'm too late now. I might as well not go. And what I decided to do was to honor my body. And I woke up when my body was ready. And I still went to the event. Now, I was about an hour and a half late. But I got to do both. I got to take care of myself and I got to go to my event. And that's what I'm learning how to do. Sometimes I can do both. I can take care of myself and do the event. Sometimes I learned my lesson the other day. I don't want to say lesson because I'm not being punished. However, looking back on it, I wished I would have been able to go to the doctor. They could accommodate me a little bit later. And I said no, it was too late. And I could have done that. So anyway, I'm so tired, you guys. I'm exhausted. But I was saying I went out to the doctor's office in my pajamas. Went to the emergency room in my pajamas. This is stuff I would never do before. And when I got done at the doctor's office today, she drained my knee again and gave me a steroid injection for my knee, which I'm allowed to have steroid injections in my knee, but just not kind of in my bloodstream, and no NSAIDs, which is like Advil and Aleve, because it aggravates my stomach and my GI tract ever since I had the ulcers. So anyway, so then they told me to go straight home and just rest and put my leg up. And I had to come home and make my dinner. And then after I made my dinner, I was able to sit down. And I did go to the post. Well, I went to Staples after. So I had to get some stuff done. And the nurse called me and she's like, I'm glad you didn't answer. It means you're at home resting. And I'm still like trying to get errands done. And I'm in my pajamas. And you guys, I haven't showered since Tuesday. Like, I haven't been able to stand up. That's how bad my leg is. But it's starting to go down. I was supposed to go to Greece on April 10th to the 18th. And I was supposed to go do a guided tour in Greece. Ever since I saw Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, I always wanted to go. And it was on my bucket list. And what I had to do was I had to cancel this trip and reschedule for October. And the old me would have tried to get better, faster, and go anyway, because God darn it, I'm going. And I knew that I couldn't get it together and be restful and then be able to go. So I'm learning to not stress myself out before I do things. And I can still do them, but it might not be exactly when I want it. So this is your sign signing off. Thank you to everyone watching. Please stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all next week.